All right, let's push the buttons, do the things. We are a little not glowy, not too shabby. Good morning, my friends. Hello and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. My name is Jaxie Beard. If we haven't met before, hey, how's it going? If we have, well, that's why you're here. We're going to go have a little bit of fun today. We're on Emerald Coast. We're going to have a little bit of a good time. Not a long time, but we're going to make the best of our time. But before we get going, man alive, huge happy Independence Day to all of our friends in the U.S. It's 4th of July, baby. Man, and I got to tell you, being so close to the border, I get Canada Day on the 1st and then July 4th. And it's always one of the best weekends of the year. We used to actually go down and check out a lot of the shows, a lot of the fireworks shows across the line. It's fantastic. So big shout out to all of our friends. America, that's right. Man, you guys know how to do it right down there on the 4th. Speaking of doing it right, I kind of got a little overzealous and maybe started before. I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't help it. This guy was just running by. We'll go ahead and pick him up. He was asking for a little bit of lung butter. They look so good now, these Red Fox. So floofy and poofy. And the 22-250 absolutely destroyed him. Great times. Great way to start things off. So where are we? What are we doing? This is when we get to ease into the hunts. We're through the madness of the release. Everybody's out there exploring and just figuring out where a lot of the hot spots are, what their favorite species are, and I'm here to help a little bit with that. Now, I don't want to take too much away. I've been doing my own time, my own research, played an awful lot on my dev account. Maybe a little more than I should have, because I can't bring any of that here now. But it was fun, and I learned a lot. So where are we on the map? We'll start with that. We're in the top left corner. This whole region, as I'm sure many of you have known, it's electric for sambar, for rusa. You get a lot of fox up here. You actually find a lot of roos up and around the areas. You get a lot of fallow. You get a lot of red deer along the river. These lakes are all great. So we're going to start here and work our way across. I'm on my personal playthrough that doesn't have a lot of time on it because dev account's a thing. So yeah, we're gonna start here. Now it's 6 a.m. So I'm not here specifically for a drink time. It's just a good place to start. We got another fox screaming at me. What I am here for is the rest times. I always mix these two up. I can't remember if it's sambar or rusa that start first. We're about to find out. But they start at 6 and they carry on through till about 10 in the morning. It's actually a great run. Gets you away from the lakes. Well, I mean, I'm by a lake. There's only so much you can do. I don't sound as congested. I'm actually, I don't want to talk about it. We're going on week 5. I'm worse. I can't breathe through my nose at the moment, which is new, and coughing a whole lot more. But bear with me. I'll mute. I'll duck and cover. You know the drill. Hello, everybody. So good to see you all. Hello, chat. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I believe, was it a long weekend for all of our friends in the States? It was a long weekend here. Our Canada Day was on Saturday. Then my son's birthday on Sunday. We had a bunch of people with us. We went to the ranch down in the States, down at Black Mountain Ranch. It was very cool. And so we had Monday off. I could have used Tuesday off, so I could have been there for the 4th of July, but I didn't think ahead far enough. Have a good time hunting kangaroos and boxing with them. Awesome, Andrew. That's fantastic. Teak, what's up? Good to see you. See, I'm saying it correctly now. For those of you in the community, you know who Tiki Torch is. I always said it as Tyke. T-Y-K. And I recently learned that, as I often do, I mispronounced it. So I am endeavoring to be better, Teak. Yeah. Morning, MD. How are you, my friend? 7MM Magnum. What's going on, man? 22-250 smacks the roofs. It does. It's a really good addition. Really good addition. I'll be straight, I mean, yes, I am your community manager and I get to see all the stuff and things as they're happening, but I absolutely love this new gun. I was on the fence. I thought, man, it's a small weapon. It's a great deer rifle and it's a lot of fun. It's not the biggest, showstopper, but man, it lays down the lung butter and gets her done. I just love it. Oh, we got a sandbar already moving into their rest zones over here. So if you guys been playing around with this, I really tried to drop the hint that, yeah, we can still use drink times, although a lot of the drink times for some of our favorite species are in the wee hours. Like Sandbar starts at 100 o'clock. That's kind of awkward in some ways, unless you like the nighttime shooting. We do, obviously, the high-tech Hunters Pack helps with that. But you know, it's not as much of a focus on this map where you have to hunt the drink times to be successful. You have those options of their feeding and their sleep times, man. You know, now don't, like, listen, if they're sleeping, they're having a good dream, it's, you know, maybe let them finish their dream. But it gives you more options, more availability on the map. Really? Listen, you. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. We'll just try and get in there on... Oh, you're not going to give me the quartered. Come on, buddy. Come on. We'll just give him one right there. That'll be enough, but it's not a heavy caliber. They're going to take him just a little bit of time. Sandbar absolutely tickle me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are, the Sandbar and the Rusa, some of the best deer species in this game, man. Love the 22-250. Awesome. Ashley Hunts, what's up? How's it going? I think I got caught up on your TikTok channel over the long weekend. I think I've seen them all now. Seems small for the map. What was that, Cody? Oh, I missed. Did you have it earlier? Mike Cage, what's going on? What's happening? Sandbar they are very cool, yeah. Wrong caliber. Hold on. Didn't I grab the 22? Oh, I did grab the 22-250. It's all good. Court Snake, hello. Hello, sir. How's it going? Mr. Milk, hello. Bro, what's up, my man? Hope to see you out fishing tomorrow, sir. Tika's busy bod. Yeah. See, you spelt it right. Mr. McTube. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go pick this bad boy up. Cheesy Balls, hello. Welcome. Oh, Crabbleman. Hey. Well, welcome back then, I suppose, sir. Yeah. Some of us never leave where addiction is real. But this map is something else, man. I was flim flam, only because there's so much action around here. See, I stood up and got a warning call. Yeah. I know. Hey, listen, I used to be a run and gun hunter, and you can have a whole lot of success, but I really enjoy the immersion style hunting, and you can really, really feel that on this map with the design. It's meant to give you more hunting opportunities, more immersion than what we've seen previously. Hello, goodbye. It's some, man, I tell you too, the way these racks go with these guys. You can have a 4 with a monster rack. You can have a 4 with a tiny rack, and all in between. It's very it reminds me a lot of the Caribou. Keep saying that. Lily Oprah, what's going down? Hello, and good afternoon to you too, my friend. Yeah, that's right, Ron. And it's kind of fun. I like having the fox in mixing about there. These geese are so hard to kill because of the crocs. So no fixes needed, Cody. I would implore you to play around a little bit. So let me just give you a little bit of again, we're on my personal, which I haven't had the time into yet. So you're going to find a lot of magpie, right? Magpie, right? And you'll even find them a little bit on the coast and moving through some of these areas. And the problem that a lot of people have found is that the crocs are there. Well, you can go through and you can work out the crocs, but try just moving inland. Try moving away from the crocs. Good 150 to 200 meters outside. Your decoy setup has a huge attraction range. It's 17 to 21, 21 being max, but my favorite number is 17 because they seem to really go together nicely and still get that max attraction. Plus, you get to do another setup on the map. And then combine that with your collar that has a massive range. You're pulling these things from out of render. And you'll find some good success with that. You do got to be conscious of those crocs for sure, but just move further out, and they don't really become an issue. Curious about what would be your favorite fireworks show while it was for the 4th. You've seen them. Why? Honestly, typically we head down to like we're right at Washington State, so we've got Bellingham right there. And in the bay, there's a huge display, which we could see from White Rock. So in many years past, we've watched from there. Or we go down to Birch Bay. I haven't really ventured too much further past, just because of, location, date, times, that sort of thing. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Look at these guys all over here eating. Managed to sneak in. Oh, nope, but I'll just go ahead and stand up because we want to give them a sporting chance, right? Yeah, there's this guy over here. Let them settle for a minute before we carry on to, let's actually put him on the track, which will get him out of our face. The wind's shifted favorably. He's right there. Actually, dog, lay down, son. Yeah, or you're gonna give them a reason to run. I don't really see much else. There's that 3 over there. We might just be able to sneak that in behind there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna keep using my 22-250. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh, you dirty! You Absolutely loving Emerald Coast. Any updates on the Angler on console? We just put some messaging out last week, so it's looking like August. We're trying to nail down a date, but I imagine we're not going to be able to offer that until we're through certification and stuff like that. So we're getting closer. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. Can't wait. A little late, how's it going? I know. Well, man, they tell you they set you up like that, but this is the style of hunting I really enjoy. Getting in and amongst them, moving up, trying to get them close. I just had a chat with a buddy, which is funny because I saw the same conversation come up in some other circles I'm in about, and I don't mean to start any debates here, but what range is ethical? And it's a charged debate. For any of our IRL hunters, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to just try and squeeze that in right there. And that should do it. Should have just caught lung. It's a big debate, right? And I'm of the school that, yeah, really? Did you really? Was that like man alive? I swear we're going to have words. Nah, I'm going to let it go. He didn't hurt me. She's good. Let her go. Let her go. And it was an interesting debate, and actually I got into it, it went on for a little over an hour with my buddy up at the ranch in the weekend. I'm of the school of thought that, personally, I typically try to shoot about the 400 yard, 200 to 500 is really that range. That's where I can keep consistent within a couple inches. But I know a lot of folks, they go by that 10-inch placard and they say, if you can shoot up to consistently whatever range, keep it within 10 inches, you're good. Obviously, weather and everything really contributes to that. But I just found it an interesting conversation, and I really got into it. So, hit me up in Discord if you've got some thoughts on that. I'd love to get into it. These things are gorgeous. This is a beautiful 4. Like, this is a gorgeous 4, and I'm absolutely in love with these things, man. Let's go ahead and pick them up. We're using the 22-250. It is what it is, but, he would have been a gold. They get much bigger, as I'm sure you've all seen. Gorgeous animal. Sambar, absolutely in love with them. Absolutely in love with them. Rusa, Sambar, which do you go? Which do you choose? Little guy had goose energy. Will the Angler have Steam Deck support? We don't actually support Steam Deck, but it does run on there. But it's not officially supported, so that means that it could break. Like an update could come out and there may be an issue. Now, we've never officially supported it, but what we did do was it wasn't working. It worked at launch, and then an update came out. It wasn't working, and our team spent some time to get it working over there. We'd love for it to be an officially supported platform. Come on, Duck. Oh, look at him. He's just laying over there. The tail going. Yeah, I'm calling you. Let's go, buddy boy. How did we do here? We got this other guy. We shot him right around over here. Now, obviously, I'm not going to shoot any prize trophies of the Sambar with the 22-250. My point is more, look what I can do. You know, look what it can do. Not me personally. I'm just a guy that has a computer and guns. But it's kind of cool to see, you know, here's a weapon that came in that we were all a little on the fence at first, thinking of 22-250. It's another small. No, it does work, man. She do work. All right, get on that. There's our lung butter right there. Let's get after it. Oh my goodness. It's sad bar for me because the 5 didn't troll me. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. And somebody asking me just before the weekend when I went away, are there more trolls on EC? Because we're seeing a lot of people get the trolls. And I think the main reason for that is everybody's hunting on EC right now. It's just sheer numbers. You know, well, we're seeing so many Grade 1 fallows because everybody is hunting it. Same thing happened when the moose came out. We saw quite a few moose Grade 1s in the early days. Great seeing it, though, man. You guys are wild. I'm just going to say it. Will the game work on a PS5? Like a dream, my friend. Yes. Yes, absolutely. PS5 will also have 60 FPS. Okay, well, you're a little guff. This is just a 3, but you'll find 4s with this rack. It's kind of wild. But we'll take it. You would have made silver. You would have been a silver. They don't pay bad. So, like, you know, by playing around with the 22-250 on an animal species I shouldn't be shooting with it, you're still making good money. These things are fantastic. EC, you pay so well. Yeah. Little guy had goose energy. The Fox RP. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Any plans to make quail huntable with birdshot as it should be? You know, those are suggestions you can make in the suggestion forum in Discord. The designers, they look at balance, but sometimes things just aren't as they should be. I'll agree with you. Birdshot should work on quail. So yeah, definitely put your suggestions into the Discord. They get seen. They all get seen. Oh, we got the piggies coming through. So really? These fox, man, they're wild. This is such an electric part of the map. I implore you, check it out at all different times of days. Day or days. And you'll have varied success with some really good hunts here. Plus, there's some real interesting shooting lines. Like as you move down to these fields, as you move down to the river, we're gonna actually walk up and over and hit this spot right here while we chit chat. It's the one and only Booby Don. What's up, brother? Good to see you, my friend. What Xbox did? The Series X. Yes. Series X. Jeremy, how you doing, brother? Probably out there slaying still, my man. Think he sees the best map? Yeah, the best Fox map? Yeah. You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. Actually, I don't know. I quite like Hirschfelden for Fox, but that's because, you know, I'm old school. I've been playing this game way too long with too many hours, and that takes me way back going to Hirschfelden. So you're probably right. It is definitely better for Fox here. They're just more. Well, the sight lines are better for one. You know, it's pretty much the same amount per map, but yeah, I'd say you're probably bang on there. The animals are spooking way too fast on console, in my opinion. It needs to change. It's the same on PC. It's the same on PC. So you know, when you get a lot of complaints that things are too easy. Then some will say it's too hard. You have to find that balance. Now, I'm not aware of any there's no changes recently, but a while back there was some changes to AI. We saw it come in just to keep us on our toes, I suppose. Actually, man, I saw that. I saw some chatter about that. The fix for PlayStation. I know they're trying to get a patch put out right now. So I don't have an ETA on it because they're in the stages where they're trying to get it approved. They still need to, like, it still has to get approved by PlayStation. But I think we've got one mostly sorted, as far as I can tell. But having said that, I really haven't got caught up with the team. Normally Monday is our real big day where everyone gets caught up and we're all on the same page for the week. It was a holiday for me yesterday, so I'm going off last week's information, just what I saw chatter around the place there today. Yukon for Fox's best map. That's interesting. That's interesting. The Series S just didn't have the power, man. It's when you look at the hardware, when you compare the X to the S, it's night and day. It's something crazy too. Like, I don't want to quote the numbers. I've read them and I don't know them off by heart, but there's like a crazy difference in processors. So, at GPU, the S unfortunately is. I mean, it'll run a 1440p, but it won't do a 4K, and it struggles to its more powerful companion. So there was some issues when they tried. They did try to bring it 60 FPS to it, as I'm sure most of you recall, but it just broke. It couldn't do it. It was throwing out this crazy graphical thing we had happen, and yeah. NEM is my go-to for Fox. I love hearing the different, because everybody, it really comes down to personal preference. What place is good for this? What place is good for that? And sometimes people will agree. But yeah, New England Mountains is pretty plentiful for the Fox. I like where they hang around. Oh yeah, Stasis, absolutely, it's drastically different. I mean, I don't know the specs between the X and the S, but you can look it up and see. I mean, it's a huge difference, right? I kind of hate that Microsoft did that, because a lot of folks are like, well, I got an X Gen. It's an S. It struggles more. It's got more. It's a step up from the One. Right, the Xbox One, it definitely is, but it's hard. And a game like this game is it's demanding, right? It's graphically demanding. There's lots going on with the open world, and animals are, they're still tracked outside your render. Let me up, man. Oh, come on. This is gonna be a thing, right? Because I didn't go the way you wanted me to go. I'm getting up here. Get up, oh, let me jump. Okay, there's a path right there. They took pity on me. I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, what would be the toughest part of your job behind the scenes for working with expansive worlds? My toughest part of my job is my 9-hour difference. To be completely honest, we make it work. I have an incredible team, but I often feel I hold the team back in some ways because I'm 9 hours apart. It works for me. I get my information as I need it. Sometimes if I don't get it right there and then because they've logged off, I get it the next day. And typically for them, but that it is a challenge. It's a challenge being 9 hours apart, but we've been making it work. Actually, it is working pretty well. So I don't want to speak too far out of turn. Truly, the biggest challenge is, well, I stream as well. I have my own channels, and what I learn, I can't repeat. I can't, and I'm on an NDA, and I know too much. I know too much. My whole thing used to be guides. I can't do guides anymore. Right? I can't. It's obvious reason I can't. That's why my YouTube sits dormant. But I love to stream and I love to talk about stuff, and I have to be careful I don't say the wrong thing. The hardest time for that is in front of all of you during our lead up to like Emerald Coast, knowing the things, being in amongst everybody in Discord and seeing people saying things and just wanting to go, oh yeah, no, you're right, it's this. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like it's wild. It's so wild, man. And I have so many friends in the community. It's trying not to leak stuff and lose my job. That's the hardest part. It truly, truly is. Yeah. What a tough question. Oh man, Dark Legion, you got me there, brother. Skyrim, your way around the map, cheesy. Absolutely. I would love that, Jeremy. I would absolutely love that. In the Discord, I hate to sound like a broken record, but requests like this, don't let them get lost. Put them in the Discord. And I urge you, community, to go and to back up what these others are suggesting. When you see something good, upvote it. Upvote it, because then, hey man, as we're reading through it and we go, well, this one's got a lot of upvotes. Let's take a look. But something so specific like that, give as many details as you can. Grab our designer's eyes, right? And I think as far as weapons go, we have some small gaps we need to fill. We've got a pretty good variety of stuff across the board. But I would really like to see, maybe we should head back. I'd love to head up this way. Let's just wander up that way. Get up and over. Go on. Yeah, I could do that IRL every day. Like high jump specialist right here. And land on my face. It did. Well, throw it. Yeah, it did. What is that? Soul Rebel, only 300 kills in yet on the fallow great one. Oh, I thought you were saying, I got you. I thought you said you got one of 300 kills. So I've been tracking what a lot of folks in the community are doing with the great ones. Seems to be in a really good spot. But like the RNG to it, it has people cranking off at like I've seen as early as 50. And I've seen as many as, up in the thousands, well over the 5,000 mark, 6, 7, 8,000. I haven't seen too many people report beyond that. But yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. If you're going to go out there and grind, keep us surprised. We have the Fabled Great Ones chat in the Discord channel. I love to see what everybody is doing in there and sort of where it's at. They're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun. The fallows are very visible. Too. They're a lot like the red deer, where you'll find a lot of them in a group, and you'll find them at the waterways at their drink time. Actually, on here, don't just do the drink times. If you want to grind them on EC, right, you can actually work in their rest times as well, which actually go very well together. Yeah, that can happen, Moose. That can absolutely happen. It's kind of crazy. There's hello, kind sir. Yes. I heard your lovely morning call. Let's get down. Let's move to the edge of this field. I would love to try and get some tree stands set up on here. It's something I don't give a lot of attention to. And I should. Never seen a great one either. And they're like, they will happen and can happen for everyone at some point. If you're not grinding, you got to be patient. It will take a long time. But there is that chance. There's always that chance. They're pretty special, man. They're pretty cool. Huge shout out. Is she in here? Oh my! I don't even know if she's put it out there. And I see. This is why I hate to bring these things up. I should have asked. Ahead of time. But I know a couple of our creators got some really cool super rares lately. And maybe I won't put any names out there, just in case. But oh my goodness, I came back from the weekend and saw this, and it blew my mind. Yeah, I don't want to put it out there. I see. Okay, there you go. Because I haven't been able to catch up on anybody's VODs, anybody's videos, or where anybody's at. Yeah, Kyler's is pretty damn cool, man. It's like, I can only imagine there was lots of hooting and hollering going on in the Flinter household, but that's not it. And there's more, but wait, there's more. And I'm not sure if they're all out there. We'll wait and see what everybody's got. Okay. We're at 22,250 on this bad boy. Into the bush. Smush. We'll go ahead and put him down. Anything else running over there? Caught a flea on him. Gave us the flea. I didn't see anything else. Just him off and going. See how far he gets. Oh, there we go. Look at the 4 up over there. See? Man alive. Oh, that was like picture perfect. Lay down, son. All right. Are you going to give me a little bit of love? I think I might have been a little forward on that one. But, morning coffee's a thing. Okay, let's go pick up this guy's lung butter, move up there and see if we got that. Got 2 friends at Piebalds and 1 Rusick group. Cody. Man. Nice fan of stuff. Beautiful, my friend. I'm a fan of that stuff. I love a Subaru Fallow. I think the new Piebalds look gorgeous. They blow my mind, Ashley. They blow my mind. Like, can we, like, the new fur varieties? It's like, I see our artists. They're in there. They just sit around all day and flex. Just, like, for real. They should, if they're not, because they have slayed it with these ones. It blew my mind. First time I saw that new piebald pattern, right? With oh goodness. Do you think we can get a non-typical wraps like Classic has? So I honestly got fooled back in the day. I was a creator when the Great One Whitetail came out. My initial thought was we're getting non-tips, but we have not. I mean, it is always a possibility That would be a huge undertaking, though. There would have to be like overwhelming requests and support from the community to make that happen. Okay, so that's one of those wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The community has a massive power within this community. I can't even call it unspoken because I straight up tell you guys, if you unite on something and make it known, Discord's the place. Get a big thread going. Everybody upvote it. Let's smash it. These are the things that are really, really going to push. I will say, I will urge caution. I don't want anyone to ever get their hopes up. Something like non-typicals to be added to the true rack system would be an absolutely huge undertaking. Hey, doggy, do the tracky track thing. There's butter, right? That's not butter. It's just butter drippings. Come on, pal. Let's go see if we can get after these guys. We saw where he went down. I don't know if we... Nah, that other one was... He was two-quartered. Didn't get into there. This is my live save, Devil Risen. Yep, you got her. I'm finally onto it. Finally getting her moving. And I'll be continuing hopefully a little later today. Is my plan. We'll see how she goes. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Okay. No need to get all upset, ladies. It's fine. We're just running around with guns. Everything's fine. Dev's done a very good job of this map and animals. Thank you, MD. Thank you. We've tried to give him that pat on the back, albeit virtual, from old Canada land here. The community's been very kind, and it's nice for our devs to feel that love. They pushed out a ton of bug fixes too with this update. There was just so much. That looks awesome, really does. These white browns, having that white on the underbelly. I know, but I'm playing with my 22-250. You all just need to relax. Okay? I want to petition for it to go to Class 6. IRL, we can shoot these with this. Is the Hunt Club beta bugged? Haven't seen any new missions in a couple days. So it comes up on the weekends. It's a weekend play we have for the Hunt Club right now. I don't know if there's anything that happened over the weekend. Is the 22 trick considered an exploit? Oh, Rapid, you mean where you just shoot it into the ground next to them, get them to lift their head up? No, that's just, we don't consider it an exploit. That's just making use of knowing how they spook and how the sound affects them. It's people figuring that out. I do that myself, I will admit. Okay, I wanted to go up here. Stop getting distracted, Beard. Let's go. That way. Carson, what's up, my friend? I'm great, brother. Thank you for asking. Thank you for joining us. Arctic map would be cool. Soul Rebels, so we have two forums. Here, let me show you. Let me show you something. Clearing off messages. I had cleared them. I had. Okay. Here we go. Pow! So if you scroll down on your left-hand side, you're going to see the feedback and support. Now, there's two forums here. There's the feedback and suggestions, and there's the call to wild support. If you're having any issues, drop it in here. Our support team monitors this. And then, of course, the call to whack, feedback, and suggestions. You go in here, man, and people are throwing it in, and this is your upvote. It just happened right there. Right there. We have paid actors confirmed. But it's great. It's such a way that, and actually, I read this one this morning. I support this message. A British Columbia Mac map would be amazing. But yeah, very, very cool, man. You'll find it all right here. And some people really take the time to sell it, which will earn you more upvotes. But you can see what are popular, right? You can see what are popular. Oh, I might have already clicked on that one. I'm not going to go through and show the ones that I support because there's a lot of them. You guys have some incredible ideas. Oh, man. We need to have a chat with a chainsaw. Jeez. So we got nothing because of the Apex Connect bug? Hold on. That happened last weekend. That happened again this weekend? No. I didn't see any reports of that this morning. Was Apex down this weekend? Oh, maybe you just messed up the date. It's okay, Titus. It's okay, brother. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, last weekend we had that issue. It was just overwhelmed. There was so many people playing. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know, couple that with the new map and oh man. Trail cams would be great. Golden game. I personally would love trail cams. And I've talked about this on my ideas for it at length. You know, and I don't think, because I know I've seen the conversations that have surrounded it. Some people say, well, what's the point with a trail cam? It's not going to make it not going to make you a better hunter. It's the immersion. It's having this thing go off, boop, 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 my trail cam. And oh my goodness, over at my trail cam number 3, I just had a monster sandbar walk by. You know, that sort of thing, right? To figure out activity, what you got. I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially if there's some customization that could be done with it. Here we go, 4 to 7. We just missed them, though. See, when you see something like this, you see these big openings, right? If you know there's a good spot and you have a tent up the hill and a tree stand set up that you can check these guys out in their natural sleeping habitat, yeah. Wish you could click back button when browsing weapon and ammo compatibility items instead of having to find the items all over again. Reset list. Anything you've thought about? Thronic, what do you mean? So, like, when I do that, I can hit escape and it takes me back. Depending where I were, it holds me to that spot. Love the Thunder DC, scared the crap out of me. Cryptic, no doubt, brother. Why did it stop you? What the... For the love of Pete. The auto mod is a little bit finicky. You've been waiting for weeks to hear me say lay down, son. Lay down, son! Nah, it's gotta be, like, in the moment. I feel like I'm making it up. Appreciate you, brother. I put trail cams at your great one spot to see it. Totally golden gate. I think it would be great. I think it'd be a really cool addition. It's one because you're Canadian, so you're biased. Me too, my friend. I am also Canadian. I would also love more Canadian maps. I mean, arguably we have 2, Leighton Lakes. It's just like where I hunt, you know, in some of the areas. We have like different biomes here in BC. Yukon, well, the Yukon, technically IRL, the Yukon is Canada. Although in our game, it's based off Eastern Alaska, but still kind of the same thing. So I take that as another Canada map. And SRP looks just like where we go for our whitetail camp. Yeah, but I would like some sort of Arctic map. I've never been up fishing or hunting in the Arctic. I think it'd be very, very cool. I think there's room for that. I do. Is a piebald mallard a rare? Yes. Yes, any piebald is classed as rare. Some rares... Sorry. Some rares are... do seem to appear more often than others. So you would see a piebald mallard a little more often than you would see, you know, a piebald sandbar, for instance. Give the phone more uses. I like how it's done in Classic. There's a lot I love from Classic that I would like to see in Call of the Wild. There's a lot from Call of the Wild that I'd like to see in Classic, you know. One of them definitely for me is the use of the hunter bait. I always thought that was very well done. We're up to the reds here, baby. Are we going to get there? We'll get there in time, but it's a little bit of a run, but it lets me read chat. Oh, it just hasn't left me. Ditus, we're on week 5. Some days it's worse than others. It was pretty bad over the weekend, but that was my own doing. A few late nights and too many refreshments. Still waiting on an Asia map. Oh, flim flam. I think an Asia map, you know, it's not one of the most requested, but I just think it would go down so well. And I've seen actually somebody put a great suggestion in there just recently. Let me up, man. Okay, fine. You didn't put any stairs in. There's no escalator. I think it would be cool. I think it would be very, very cool. Listed as uncommon? A piebald? A piebald will always be a rare for variation. Are you sure, Zach? I'd love to see that, because I would say that that's an oversight if that's the case. What up, Daryl? How you doing, my man? Good to see you, dude. Didn't Shaky, hello. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Miss Lady of Thy Legend. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. I can't get up with this ridge. It's going to do me in. I'm going to have to hit this little path and run around it. I mean, it's elevated. I get it. Doing good. Hope you and the Hunt fam are well. Pretty well, man. Pretty well. Man, these days right now, they're just electric in Call of the Wild. There's just so much new, so much going on, so much to discover. The community's out there absolutely slaying. It's really entertaining to go and jump into the trophy channels in the Discord and see what people are focusing on and what they're getting. What do you see what some of our creators just recently got? I don't know if their videos are out yet, so I don't want to say it. I so want to give them some love because I was floored. I was floored when I saw what they got when I got home last night. Like, I hadn't even unpacked yet, right? I had a bag in my arm and I just quickly checked Discord because I hadn't checked it in like 5 hours just because of all the ongoings with the ranch and leaving and stuff. And then I saw their messaging and I got caught up and I was blown away. Get out of here. Nope, don't you attack me, ma'am. What's here? Oh, I know, Alpine. There's so many new players. I mean, we're always seeing new players coming to the game, but right now we have a massive influx of new players. Partly due to Epic Games. We gave it away for free. Wild. It's just great. I hope everybody went and claimed it. Even if you're not playing over there, always nice to have that other one because, hey, restarts can be a lot of fun. I'm just saying, you know, there's worse things to have happen, let me tell you. And then, of course, with the Emerald Coast, you know, this is something people had requested for as long as I've been playing. So, you know, lots of reasons for new players, returning players. And the community is pretty welcoming, and it kind of helps a lot of new folks stick around. They get sucked into it. You know what I'm saying? Just get sucked right in. Like, they're making friends. Again, howdy, buddies. Okay. Cool. Is it? Scarecrow is one of the ones I wanted to say. And like, what was, I don't know what he put in the vid. Is it? Look, you gotta check out what Scarecrow just got. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The man needs to go buy a lotto ticket. What about Mel's? Is that out? Oh, see, I am normally up to date on things. I go away for a weekend, and I am so not up to date. All we got down here are Reds right now. I guess that's kind of what I expected. We are at their end of their drink time. And I do have a tent on me that I could drop down here. It's a great spot. You know, it really, really is up here. It's, yeah, so maybe I'll drop one. Maybe we'll drop one of these guys. It's like tents aren't cheap, man. Yes, okay. Thank you, Cannon Fun. Mel is Mr. Calling as a photographer, by the way. Oh my God. Like, it's one thing. It's one thing to get a super rare, and it's one thing to get a great one. But getting those incredible shots, I want to use it as a wallpaper. She absolutely crushed it. Yeah, definitely go and check them out, you guys. Thank me later. But it is something else. It really, really is. I sent you DM to show you, Jaxie. Right on, Zachary. Thank you. Mel's is out as well. Awesome, awesome. I just don't like to... Oh, there's Mel. Mel's over on YouTube right now. There she is. Right on. Awesome. So more good stuff to come. But, like, Mel, I got to tell you, you blew my mind last night. Like, I wasn't even all set up from coming in from, like, we just got in, had the whole family in tow, you know, and I checked and I saw Crow's post, and then you said, did you see mine? And I scrolled up. Like, I'm serious. I legit would frame that. I have as my wallpaper on my computer, frame it, put it on the wall. It was so picturesque. Like, it feels like something our creative team would strive to get such a good pick. Yeah. Well done, man. Well done. Congrats. Huge congrats. You know, obviously great ones are one of the huge sought after trophies in this game, but let's face it, the super rares are stuff of legends, you know. And what is a super rare? Well, a super rare is a rare fur variation on a diamond. It's Yeah. The epitome of super rare, though, does make it to great one, and that is the fabled piebald whitetail. You can obtain it, but they are good luck. If you do get one of those, you become a rock star within our community. I'm telling you, they are so rare. So rare. It is the most rarest fur variation in game. So yeah. Start a new game, do you lose all of your maps? Trophy lodges? No. You keep everything on the DLC that you have bought that's yours, that will follow you through every new game. You keep your trophy lodges. That moves with you. You keep all those trophies. You just lose all of your in-game progress as far as your levels, your money. You get all fresh maps, fresh populations, all that jazz. I think we'll just shoot these guys, drop a tent, and carry onward and outward. Beautiful. Out of 186, we're going to crack him with the 7mm. Absolute favorite gun in this game for me right now. It's so versatile. It doesn't pack the punch of the 338, but it's the weakest of that class, whereas the 338 is the strongest of that class. Hello? You just over there teasing. Just gonna throw this out there for you, says. Hold on, I'm gonna drop this tent a little further back before we run over. Excuse me. They're really giving me the gears now, hey? I could probably call those in, but they probably ran. They've more than likely ran. Let's just see if anything wants to come over. Where did I put it? There it is. Good range on this one, so. Would love to have a new Lodge DLC. Yeah, no doubt. So would I. What's your opinion on our Carpathian Mountains Reserve? You saw it suggested for Romanian Reserve, the Carpathian Mountains, which looked sick. I am all for that. Don't get me wrong. We talked about this earlier. I would love a reserve here in old Canada land to depict the Arctic, more up in Yukon way. That looks great, doesn't it? I just love the look of these axes. I really do. I don't see them enough. I don't get over to Parquet enough. But getting anywhere, to me, that sounds exotic. Right? The Carpathian Mountains is, it's somewhere that's come up on my hunting radar. So I would love to see that. I really, really would. I would have to see the lineup to really, really give my solid impressions, like a solid, yeah, this is what I want. Somebody threw one into what was I reading? I just saw it this morning. Someone asked for Nepal and gave a whole list of species, and I went, yeah, I want to hunt that. Like holy. If you ever check out Dre on TikTok, I haven't seen his videos come out for a while, but he always puts a lot of love into, he picks an area and gives you every single species available, and it just gets you thinking, right? It's like theory crafting for Call of the Wild. I love it. Okay, they didn't come in. Okay, we were running, right? So we got the flea off the one, and there was no others kicking around. And if there was anything big, guaranteed it took off. So let's go up here, away from the water's edge, because I am going to come back here for my fallow and red deer. Well, let's go up top here. Follow me this way, and I'll drop a tent, and we'll head back and do our thing. But let's see, have I got it on the bar? I don't have it on my bar. We'll drop it right here. Here, right here, right there. Hey, how you doing? Oh, look, oh, looky. You heard me running. She heard me running. Okay. Where's the male? Fine. Be that way. All right, let's bounce back, run over there. I'm just running out of time, man. Jeez, for the love of Pete. Seems like the lower the spook distance compared to old, I find myself able to get a lot closer running than in the early days. Am I just crazy? Seems they lowered the spook distance compared to old. Like, oh, yes. No, you're right. Animals are more dependent on the animal, right? The difficulty rating does come into play to a certain extent. Certain species have a better have better senses, and then of course the higher the level in those species we've seen will react, like the bigger males are going to run before the females or the small males, that sort of thing. But yeah, things have definitely shuffled around. Yeah. Liam's, was that yours? Oh, fantastic, man. Yeah, I did see. Oh, jeez, This gets me every time. I always think it's a deer behind there. I love going through and reading all those, man. Like to see character customizations and just more customizations in general. Yeah, I agree. That's something I would like. I do. I was really happy when we got the Remy Warren. I thought that was cool, but I need a bigger beard. So, you know, it's a sore point for me. I'm just saying. What we lose, what for an update or what? Maybe I missed something here. I don't understand, Mike. We lose what for an update? A Western weapon pack, please. Yes, great. I was talking about that. It's pretty damn cool, man. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, sir? Buff the 270? I mean, I guess I'm biased. I've been playing this game, and I've gotten used to the ballistics in game. But it's a game balance thing, right? It's a game balance. They, you know, weapons in game follow our own ballistics, not true to form IRL ballistics. You know, like for instance, the 243 is much more powerful than it is in game here. 270, for instance, is great on Moose IRL. You know, but yeah, you know, it's about game balance. Our designers are looking at all the weapons, and you don't want to create and have one weapon that can do it all. Right? You want to have reasons to have to manage your inventory, manage what weapons you're going to take out for you. And then of course there's a lot involved in that. And our designers would actually, that would be great to have them come out, actually give a little bit of insight. Bullet drop is a mood. Welcome, Child of Belial. Welcome. Good to have you with us. Yeah, bullet drops there. Some fall off more than others. Like you'll find if you use the muzzle loader, right? When you hit that 200 meter mark on using a mini ball, you hit that 200 meter mark, anything past that, like it falls right off. Like it falls fast. Some are better than others. Like if you've got the 300 or the 338, you can get pretty good to a good range, to a good distance. Hello, lady. Well, we got a whole bunch here. Oh man, alive. What else are you going to throw my way? These guys, they are so much fun to hunt. And this is such a good area for them. But I'm just passing through. Nothing to see here. What's the best map to hunt whitetail? There is a personal preference involved to that answer. I know some folks still love going back to Layton. Reventuli Coast is a very popular one. Very popular. I still feel that Mexico Rancho is a very good one with the way they're laid out at the lakes. So a lot of it does come down to personal preference and what you feel. Oh man, stubbles. We're going to have to do a stream where we just go for the quail. They're so much fun. So that's a tough one, but I can tell you that Reventuli is a very popular one. A lot of folks are out there absolutely crushing them. And Layton's still quite good. Really good visuals and lines of sight. Yeah. But it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Like, you need to see which map jives with you. If I were to give my personal favorite, for whitetail specifically, I would say Reventuli. Hello. Man, they're fur variations. That's a nice one, too. That's a nice looker right there. He just went out of range, but it looks like he's going to walk over this ridge. Maybe let's take a look. Maybe we take a shot on him. He's a big 4, man. Rancho map is great. Yeah, it has a really nice flow with their waterways and stuff, but it really does feel like you have to hunt the waterways over there personally. I never really cared about that until this map came out, and I have so much fun moving inland and moving around and hunting in areas that we just really wouldn't have been able to previously. But there's a big emphasis that you can use all need zones, not just drink times. Yeah, you know, the 6.5 to a 3 to 7. I mean, there's definitely options there, but that would become the meta rifle. A 3 to 7, that's probably why you're not seeing those overlaps. That would it would make so many rifles obsolete. there comes that game balance that our designers have to consider, right? It's tough. Any word on the savannah backfill with the kudu? That's not a thing. So there's your word. Yeah. No, I mean, I like I said, when I read that, it was concept, it was early stages. That was from like the devs notes and patch notes and what they would have liked to have done. Yeah, so unfortunately, you know, maybe that happens at some point, but it's not an animal that's in the game, so then it's not backfill, and it's a lot of work. So spook distance for quail grouse needs reduced so you can walk up on them before they fly. Well, and here's where a lot of people do this, like I'm doing right now. I'm only doing this because I'm traveling. You know, there's an old saying, you don't know what you don't know. And you don't realize how many animals aren't making any noise or you're not seeing them that are spooking. You're going to have more successful hunts moving low and slow. And it's hard. So you have to really pick those zones. So it's discovering those areas, going back and working those areas. But I know they are not an easy species to hunt. I get that. I totally do. How often do we bring out new maps? So Tony, we had done, and I don't know, I'm hoping like we typically twice a year. Typically twice a year. Now, why do I say typically? Because of the extra time and energy that got put into Emerald Coast, I feel it is tangible. And I hope, and I don't know, this will never run up the hill. So let's go with twice a year. I personally would rather have one map a year and have this time and energy. The way they were able to juggle it coming off of the last reserve and just the way the moons and the stars lined up, this map got a lot more development time and you can feel it. So I hope that that's the case. I do. I would love to see that. Just because what an experience Emerald Coast has been. I think we all agree it's the best content to come to this game yet, in my opinion. Yes, I know I'm spooking you. I'm doing it all wrong. Let's get down and crawl. We spooked a couple there, and actually, because we got that warning, we should lay down and let them chill out. I want an opportunity to see what's over here before spooking everything, and I don't have a lot of time to redo it. So, hello, Frankie. What's going on, my friend? Johnny, what's up, brother? What's that? What's useless forever? Yes, I can has 100%, 100%. That's the main focus right now is a fix for the PlayStation issues. My favorite food, ribeye or brisket, one of the two. I would wait a year for Africa 2.0. Yeah, I think if Africa 2.0 ever happens, it would, in my opinion, it would need to be the last map to ever come to this game, right? You couldn't follow that. How could you follow it? If Africa 2.0 were to come out, it would have to have the big five, and it's just that's the end. You know, how could you go beyond that? Like, truthfully, you just couldn't. Those would be too big of shoes to follow. But you know, I see a lot of questions. Any word on this? Any word on that? We just had a release. And that's where our info lies right now. I can't give anything out on what's happening, what's upcoming, until I'm given the green light. And there's lots of things that need to happen before they even consider to give that green light. Someone asked earlier what the hardest part of my job is. This is definitely one of them. Knowing what is coming and what is happening is so tough. Like, so tough. And I'm always worried I'm going to say something wrong, let something out. Oh my God. This map's incredible. I agree. It's one of the best maps. Great stasis. I know, man. Of course, you missed the first. Talking about 6.5 and the 270. Got you. You know, it's the classes they fall in. There are lots of options, and so therein lies the idea. Is like, you know, you could choose the 6.5, you could choose a 270, or you could choose. Heck, you could even get into 243 or the Mosin for some of their range. Like there are lots of. Oh man, so that one got spooked, and there ain't nothing here. I just wanted one more shot before we left. So yeah, it's about variety. If you're somebody that is looking for the best gun, looking for the meta, the best caliber, hello, see ya. Oh, is there more? That's a tough one because if you make one that becomes the meta, everything else is obsolete, right? So a lot of it comes down to having, calibers people use IRL, calibers people have requested like the 303, stuff like that, right? Any big plans for this Fine Tuesday? I need to get caught up. I was gone for a long weekend, and I'm very much behind. Very much behind. A lot happens over a weekend. It really does, man. New flag map would be cool. There's an Africa 1.0. There are numerous maps after that. Oh, the Africa 2.0. Yeah, but if an Africa 2.0 came out, pretty safe to say it would have to have the big five. And it's that right there is a showstopper, right? From a design perspective, how would you ever go beyond that? It would just be so hard to top. So hard. There's lots of interesting places in Africa, including places that people don't think of very often, like Ethiopia. Doesn't need to just be another South Africa map. Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Want to see a Japan map? That'd be very cool. Yeah. Personal choice would be great for rifles. Just make them heavier if you don't want them carrying all the rifles at once. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Kind of fun. I'd love to. It's tough. Time zones. It's the end of the day for them. And Meg does a lot of our behind the scenes stuff and is super busy. I would love to get her out. I get along super well with Meg. As you guys know, we're pretty good friends, and we've always had a lot of fun hunting here. I'd love to get Patricia and Leanna out. You haven't met them yet. Yeah, some UCMs. Names are a thing. I'm always hoping for a giraffe and an elephant. Yes. Fringe idea maybe. It would be cool. A camper truck, a storage chest in the back. I would love more vehicles. I would. I think a side-by-side. I think even our quads could have storage built into them. I feel much the same for our other game, the Angler, with the Jeeps. I would love storage all throughout. I think it's yeah. Anybody gone up there and explored yet? Anybody done the story? You think the game engine could handle the big five? Oh, for sure. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I would have to see as they develop it because I guess there would be some tricky things, right? Anyhow, okay. I had a lot of fun, you guys. It's great to catch up with everybody. It's great to have a chance to get out. I'm just sort of exploring my map and see what we can find in some of these off hours. We're going to have to do some focused hunting here very soon. I think we're due for a quail hunt. That's something I want to do. Maybe get in some magpie, really focus on some magpies. And some community hunting. We're gonna have to open up the maps, get everybody out and do some fun here in the next little while. Won't be too long before we start talking about some new stuff coming. So make sure that you are on all of our socials, hitting all those buttons, doing all the things. Join the Discord if you haven't already. It's a great place to connect with myself, with fellow hunters, with more people to discuss the game and even IRL hunting with. It's where the digital hunters gather in the virtual hunting space. Links are in all the descriptions, all the pages, stuffs, the things. Hit the buttons, you know what to do. We're live again tomorrow. We're going out for a fish in the Angler. Bright and early in the morning, come on out, grab your foldable lawn chairs, we'll have a good time. And we'll be back again next Tuesday for more Hunting Lodge action. Thank you all so much. Don't forget, support all your creators. Get out there, have some fun. Much love from your bearded brother. One more big happy 4th of July to all of our American friends, man. Be safe out there. Have fun. I'm going to go watch the fireworks tonight.